Hello one and all, and welcome to Tales from the Giggling Dwarf. This series will document the batshit crazy adventures in my D&D homebrew campaigns. The first tale I shall be telling is from session 1 of the campaign. It begins as so many Dungeons & Dragons campaigns do, in a tavern. Our adventurers are Leroy, the Elf Ranger, Elzira, the Elf Druid, Dortish, the Silver Dragonborn Wizard. He is also an alcoholic. And Marin, the Tiefling Sorcerer, who is my NPC/DMPC for the game. The adventurers first meet in a tavern, and over drinks decide to form the party. During their drinking session, they overhear some talk from other patrons, including a drunken pair arguing about the location of an ancient relic from the Great War. The party head back to the bar for more drinks. Of course, this was Dortish's idea, because bloody alcoholics. As the party approach the bar, the argument behind them gets a little bit more heated. One of the men throws a punch, which misses its intended target, and clocks Leroy right in the back of the head. Now Leroy is what we would classify as a murder hobo. Definition of a murder hobo is as follows: the typical protagonist of a fantasy role-playing game, who is a homeless guy who goes around killing people and taking their shit. So as you can already tell, Leroy isn't happy about being punched in the back of the head. Leroy throws a punch of his own. It then devolves into a complete and utter bar fight. At the end of the fight, the bar is littered with unconscious or dead bodies, broken furniture, and one terrified barman. Leroy, being the murder hobo that he is, decides that this isn't over and lights a match, flicks it into some spilled spirits, which ignites the whole fucking bar. Dortish, being the good little drunk that he is, tries using his magic to put the flames out, which Leroy just reignites. This goes on for some time and becomes a sort of cyclone of fire and water, with Marin and Elzira standing outside watching this whole thing happen. After the two quieten down, the whole party decide it might be best to get the fuck out, so they head off in the direction of the war relic they heard about from the two in the bar. This takes the party to another town, and another tavern. By the time the party reached the town, it is now late evening and the party are tired. The halfling tavern owner offers each person a room for the night for 1 gold piece each. Everyone pays for this. Everyone apart from Leroy, the fucking murder hobo. He thinks this is too much and attempts to haggle aggressively, which fails. He decides he's going to sleep in a tree because logic doesn't factor into Leroy's thinking much. He storms off out the tavern, and the rest of the party head up to their comfy beds. Outside, Leroy finds a tree and climbs it with ease. However, once he's settled down, I throw a curveball and ask Leroy to roll a few checks just to see if he can maintain his position in the tree. He fails these checks. With a loud crack, the branch he was on breaks and he crashes to the floor, luckily avoiding any fall damage. He swears at the tree and has a bright idea. When I say bright, I mean it's bright for Leroy. He decides to try and break into the tavern through a back window. Off he stomps round the back of the tavern and begins trying to break into the tavern's back window. However, he isn't exactly quiet about his break-in attempt and draws the attention of 2 night guards who catch him in the act. Now, Leroy's full murder hobo brain engages and he takes a swing at one of the guards. I mean, this elf bastard has a sword, he has daggers and a bow, but no, he's going to chuck a punch instead. He rolls a nat 1, so rather than lamping the guard, he manages to punch through the window and clocks the poor halfling bastard who had come to the window to investigate the noise. The guards promptly arrest Leroy and throw him in jail. And this is where I will leave our first tale. However, this is not the only one to come out of the first session. Join me next time to find out just how bad Dortish's booze addiction is, and find out who else in the party is a goddamn murder hobo. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again for the next tale from the Giggling Dwarf.